said before, many people didn't know too much about Sergey. I knew exactly what he had to bring to the table, and he showed it tonight. He was a tough competitor. I'm glad I got hit and was able to give it back and give the fans a really, really good show and earn this IBF middleweight championship of the world. Two-time champion, it feels great, and I think I'm in the best possible position in my career right now, so I'm looking forward to the near future.
Guys, we're going to open it to the floor.
Danny, the familiarity you had with him coming in, did that turn to be an advantage for you being so familiar?
Well, I knew that, yeah, I think someone should get a mic when they speak so everybody can hear it, but his question was, is there any familiarity with Sergey, being that I sparred him so many rounds, and there was. I knew that he had his angles that he tried to implement inside the ring, and I was able to take advantage of that. And I know also from sparring him that he gets tired once he misses. I heard through the grapevine that his goal was to go to the body this fight, and he did that tremendously. Much respect to him, but definitely it helped a lot being inside the ring with him before. So I was able to use my advantages, but I've always said that sparring is totally different from being inside that ring. I wish I would have had a little bit more time that first round. We could have had another first rounder, spectacular knockout. But this is the sport of boxing. All I can do is be grateful in how I won with the unanimous. Was it unanimous?
Split. Julie Letterman only gave you 4 rounds.
Hey, I ain't gonna complain. I got the belt.
During the rounds, you said to your corner that you couldn't hear.
The dialogue. I was telling him that he was telling me what to do while I was inside the ring, but I was telling him I couldn't hear him. We have a great communication when we're in training and it works out, but in the fight, that's how we're able to keep in tune with what I'm doing. So he was telling me, I was telling you do this and do that, but I'm, letting him know, hey, I can't hear you. So sometimes a boxer's mind can go elsewhere and get a little stagnant. So that's why you have great trainers like Andre keep you, on point.
Over here, Danny.
How's it settled in? You're legitimately champion now. Before it was the regular belt, they made a little bit of that in the press conference leading up to the week. That might have been something that was thrown on your side of the past. You're legitimately IBF recognized major belt holder, right?
Yeah, it hasn't kicked in yet, but I'm just grateful. But with success is always going to come some type of somebody saying something negative, and I understand that. So whether it was a regular world championship, I'm just grateful that I'm world champion again and I get to be in the position that I've always claimed, which is one of the best middleweights, if not the best middleweight in the world. So now I'm more of a, whereas before I used to be, oh, this guy, he's good. It's more of a threat, not enough reward. So now I got the reward, so hopefully we can make these big fights in the future.
Dan was it, Dan?
Oh, sorry. Thank you.
My question for you, Danny, is this. Middleweight's really a hot division right now. You're now a free agent broadcast-wise. You have a belt. You're a big name in the weight class. What do you want to do right now? I mean, you kind of have the world the world's your oyster, I guess, is good said.
Is that oyster?
Yeah, the world is your oyster.
I love oysters, by the way. There's some oysters after this
I'm just
fight.
saying, you have your belt, you have your ability to go anywhere you want,
Yeah.
to any outlet, and you have the title, and you have a name.
It's bittersweet, HBO treated me like a king, The amount of promotion that we got, the respect, the attention that we got is bar none. I'm grateful that I was the one that they chose to give that to. Now that we're a free agent, only time is going to tell what's going to happen. But right now, I just want to enjoy this belt. I want to go enjoy my family and look back at the fight and see what I could have done better.
Maybe then either Eddie or your manager, Keith, can address that.
I prefer really not to address it right now. It's just mainly enjoying this. What happens in the future, you'll hear about it real soon, I'm sure.
Then tell us about the game plan. During both years, tell us about the game plan in regards to you switching stances throughout the fight. Throughout Southpaw,
Well, switching southpaw is never Andre's idea. Like I've always said, if I could be southpaw at the beginning of my career, I would have loved to. That's one of the things that, as you can see, each and every fight that I have, I try to implement it a little bit here and there. But you can see it was an advantage. I could have worked my jab a little bit more. We were in camp. We was working with Demetrius Andre. We were sparring partners. He was giving me little tricks on how to work the southpaw jab and keep my distance. So cheers, much respect and cheers to Boo Boo on his championship and just being my brother and being there for me in camp. We was helping out each other. I couldn't ask for better assistance.
Yeah, after the fight, I spoke to him. You said you did very well, and you liked the fact that how you maneuvered around the ring, kept him at bay in a sense, and kind of let him come in, land that left, that straight left.
Yeah, no, I think I did very well. Like I said, you can always go back and see what you could do better. And obviously, Andre was screaming out jab, jab, jab. But I know Sergey. I know Sergey was planning coming over that right hand or coming under that right hand. And he got a little pop, you know. I'm not going to lie. He was going to the body very well. So that was really my biggest fear, was him coming over with a big shot. So I maybe didn't put too much emphasis on the jab, but I have my reasons for it.
After scoring the first knockdown, did you think you really had him hurt? Or?
Oh, I knew I had him hurt. And I know even in sparring, once I caught Sergey with a couple of good shots, he will always back up. So, and that's why I said, you know, a professional match is totally different. Once you put those 10-ounce gloves on, the headgear come off. You know, those little things he used to do before, the triple jab or coming in without that worry, he got much more to worry about now, and we showed that.
And it was a very close fight. And over here.
Over here.
Oh, sorry.
It was
I know the voice.
It was obviously a very close fight. What are you thinking before the scores were read? How close did you think it was?
I didn't think it was going to be that close. I knew I lost maybe a couple middle rounds, but the fact that one judge had me losing, I don't agree with that at all. But the fact that I got this victory, I'm not going to complain. All I can do is go back to the drawing boards and see what I can do differently. But what I would say is that I hope that judges, or some way, somehow, that boxers and fighters can understand what goes through the minds of the judges, or they can tell us prior to the fights the type of style that they're judging. So it's not like, you know, we're just completely oblivious to what we need to do in there, because you want to cater to your style, but you also want to cater to the judges just in case you go to a decision and you get these bogus outcomes.